Good morning, everyone. It's your friend Rick. It is January the 14th, 2018. If you'd like to reach out to me because you're interested in making a donation for my affidavits, my email is rick0327 at me.com. Okay, and maybe I never made this clear and I should have. All right. But a lot of you have my affidavits. I send you guys PDFs, study PDFs. That is not part of the price. That's free because it's on the internet for free. So what I did is whenever I find stuff that I'm reading and I like it, I save it to a PDF and then I threw it in a file and then I sent it to you. And then from what I understand, after it's in there for a while, if I don't whatever, some of them become corrupted and they can't be opened. You're not paying for this, okay? You're paying for my affidavits, or you're donating for my affidavits. So I never received a complaint before until Friday. I had this one moron reach out to me, and I could just tell that he was going to be a handful with the rambling email, over-explaining stuff. And I'm like, listen, this is not important. It really isn't, okay? This stuff here is not going to, this is just information. It's on the internet. It's not important, all right? It shouldn't be a reason for you to get upset or to, whatever. So this clown, right away, I just suspected he was just nitpicking, and I was very close to just refunding the guy the money, just not to be bothered with this guy. But I kind of figured that's what he was doing. So wouldn't you know it, he puts in the complaint with PayPal and whatever. Well, I've won my last four of them. Okay, I had people in the past pull scams with PayPal to the point now where you can't, I save the information. I know what to send PayPal. So if anybody has any ideas of, getting my paperwork, because once I send you the paperwork, I can't unsend them. You understand? Once you have them, you have them. It's an as-is thing. Okay, you're getting, a bunch of affidavits and information that's well worth the price of the donation you're sending. Okay, I've never had a complaint to this one moron. And I told him, I said, you're the only moron to complain about this. All of these things here, they're all on the internet for free. So let's just say, like, Amin Osiris just did a video on this about Bill Clinton screwing you, the Debt Collection Practice Act. Okay? If it doesn't open, you see it, what it is, you just got to keyword it on the internet and you'll find it. All of these things are on the internet for free. I just figured I'd save you the time and send it to you. Okay? So anyway, you're paying for the you're donating for the affidavit. That's in my befuddled way I'm trying to tell you. Okay, I always try to avoid problems. Okay, and my pet peeve, I always tell you guys, please, no long emails, because anytime I find the person that sends me these long emails, 9 times out of 10, it's not good. I don't know what it is. Well, so please, you might be a good dude and good woman, but if you send me a long email, I'm going to be wary of you. You understand? Just keep it brief, okay? Very brief. And, hopefully we can, help each other out. Well, I help you out. All right, all right. So I want to show you, all right, this is for a guy, Sean, I helped yesterday, all right? And he, what the hell is it? He has a son that's over 18 years old, and he's married. He was married. So what they do is these child support agencies, they believe that they can enforce your marriage agreement. Okay, I had one of these myself. There's an easy way to fight this. You go to the court and you enforce the stipulation of settlement. It's called. That's how you stop this. Okay, most of you that I'm dealing with, they're not married, so I don't really cover this that much. Um, but anyway, he had a stipulation settlement agreement. Anyway, this is a fraud right here. They're asking him for permission. They want him to agree to pay for support past he's over 18 years old, his son. And they're claiming he's a bona fide high school student and is enrolled, and he's not. He dropped out of high school. He's over 18 years old, and he's signed the commitment to for basic training with the Army. So they were trying to get him to agree, okay? And this is fraud, okay? You do not have to participate in fraud, okay? So whenever they ask you to sign something, it's usually not good. It usually is not going to benefit you. It's going to benefit them. So what I did was, save. Let me see here. All right, let me get back to this. I just, something real quick, agree journal entry, extended child support is denied by Sean. His son is not a high school student, but a dropout and committed to basic training in the United States Army in the near future. Therefore, not a high school student, over 18 and legally emancipated and beyond receiving public assistance. Now, this is where a lot of you guys, and it happened to me too. There's just this assumption that you have to pay child support until the child is at the end of their 21st birthday, and that's completely false. It's illegal. Okay, if you stayed married, there's no law that says you have to pay for college tuition. Okay, none. Except when they got you in this trap called child support, they expect you to pay child support to the end of the 21st birthday. Why is that? Because the state is receiving money. That agreement back before that they wanted Sean to agree to, why did they want him to agree to it? Because the state of Kansas is receiving money. Now, from what I understand, Kansas is one of the more honest child support states. So this doesn't shock me that actually they did try and take advantage of him. Thankfully, he's a subscriber of mine, and he's donated and has my paperwork. And this is a unique situation, so I didn't have any paperwork to help him with this. So took me a whole 10 minutes to draw this up. Okay, and what I told him was, now he can't agree to this because this is a fraud. Sean does not want to be a party to a fraud. Neither do you. Now, I'm toying with the idea of, maybe you might want to contact the federal government, or the state attorney general, because they're forcing you to participate in a fraud. That's the fraud is on the federal government, really the taxpayer, because the states are receiving benefits because they're recouping welfare. Okay, Amon Osiris sent me this a while ago, but it's proof that child support enforcement and establishment does not benefit the children. It benefits the state. So how can they force you to pay support that benefits the state under the recoupment of welfare? That means that everybody has to be, the children must be under the age of 18, and the mother must be receiving welfare. How many of you out there that this is not the case? That right there is one of your remedies. Okay. Okay, let me get, he highlighted this area. The 11th Circuit held Title 4D does not create enforceable rights on behalf of needy families with children because they are not the intended beneficiaries. That's fraud. So as soon as you're being brought into these child support hearings, especially under Title 4D, a lot of times they try and lie to you and say, no, it's not under Title 4D. It's to recoup the state's welfare expenditures on behalf of needy families by collecting child support from absent parents. That's a fraud. Okay, they have to prove that you're the reason why they're receiving welfare. And what I did here was I asked, Does Kansas Department for Child Support and Family Child Support Services pay public assistance to children over 18? Well, first of all, you're not a child over the age of 18. But think about it. If they don't pay public assistance to people 18 and over, why do you have to pay child support till 21 years old? You're not supposed to. Okay, that's a fraud. So he just, this contract is a fraud by perpetrating untruths because he's not in high school, right? They said he was in high school, okay? And all state child support laws are established under 42 USC section 654(3). Okay? So that means all child support is to benefit the states. And that's a reason why the states it's not mandatory that the states participate. It's strictly voluntary. So if the state wants to try and recoup welfare expenditures, they go after us. Okay? So I just showed you like they were trying to perpetrate a fraud on Sean. Now if Sean, didn't know me, he might have signed this. And he was like I think he's a little worried about the wording here. I told him why. They were trying to force you to pay. They weren't being nice to you. They were trying to perpetrate a fraud on you. And they were trying to make you a party to it. Okay? Therefore, based upon these facts, I, Sean, cannot be a part of this fraud upon the federal government and will not sign this fraudulent document sent by the attorney, contract attorney. See, contract attorney? Why is a contract attorney working in a child support agency? You think that maybe all of you are supposed to give consent, but they have these sham hearings, issuing these sham orders to make you think that you have to? You see, it's all a fraud, and your consent is needed. All right, and this is proof. Okay, and so about the lawyer here, I wrote, whom I am giving the benefit of the doubt that blank, the attorney, is not aware of the circumstances, but he is now. Meaning that he may not have been aware that Sean's son was a high school dropout and enrolled in the United States Army in a couple of months. All it is this is just a complete fraud so Kansas can receive federal funds. Okay? This contract is a fraud by perpetrating untruths that would benefit the Kansas Department of Children and Families Child Support Services to continue receiving Title 4D benefits for a man who is not a child and not receiving services. Fraud. Complete fraud. Okay? I just wanted to show you guys this. All right? Just to prove that, I keep telling you guys that this doesn't benefit the children. It benefits the state. Okay? You have to learn these things. Okay, remember I keep telling you guys, one of the factors is your knowledge of the law. Now you know this stuff. You can shout this stuff out in the courtroom saying, Title 4D services do not benefit, this money does not go directly to my child that you're taking from me. It is going right to the state. Under this claim that welfare was paid because of something I did. What did I do to force this woman to receive welfare? The only requirement is not being employed. I didn't cause her to not be employed. There's plenty of women out there that work with children. There are plenty of women out there that have children out of wedlock because they don't want to be bothered with a father. Okay? Unfortunately, we're not those lucky guys. Women, they're like, I don't need that guy. I'll take care of a child of my own. I mean, you should want to take care of your children. Like me, I did. I took care of my children. I just had a vindictive ex-wife, who was jealous of my wife and I's happiness. So she tried to hurt me the best way, and she succeeded. Well, she didn't hurt me. The child support people hurt me because she went to the perfect people. She's a liar and they're liars. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to show it to you guys, and All right, and again, you are donating to receive my affidavits. All the other stuff you receive from me is free. I'm just providing it with you to help you out. If a couple of them don't open up, please don't stress out. It's not a big deal. You're not paying for that. But part of me wanted to say, well, I'm not going to send it anymore. But why should I hurt you guys and take away stuff that's really useful information because of one jerk? When this happened, I immediately was like, oh, I'm not going to get. My wife was like, no, you shouldn't say. I'm like, I'm not going to hurt people because a lot of people, when they see this, I know a lot of people read it. Okay, but again, if a PDF doesn't open, just look at the title of the PDF and keyword it, and you'll find it on the internet. It's there. Okay, I don't know why the document didn't open. I have no idea. Okay, but this jerk right away was like, "Oh, you mean you're sending me stuff that's not important?" Like I knew right away when he said that. I was like, "Look at this guy, just looking for reasons to bust my balls." Okay, and then he's trying to explain how he knows this. I was like, "Get the fuck away from me, will you please?" You know. But no, sorry, pal. I'm gonna fight you on that money because I could tell right away you were looking for a reason so you could put in a claim against me, and you're not gonna win. All right, asshole, because you got my affidavits and you're not getting your money back. Okay. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.